It's better to fail fast and fail confidently than to overthinking and afraid of making mistake and not making any decision at all. We often think that by failing, we are losing something. But it's not true. The reason we are afraid of failure is because of the ego. The ego has too much pride and it doesn't want to get hurt. But in order to be successful, we need to put our ego down. Because if we are afraid of failing, how can we improve ourselves? How can we get to the other side? If you are afraid of failing, you're also afraid of success. Failure is part of success. So in order to be successful, we need to fail. You will either fail now or you will fail in the future. It's inevitable. It's not to be afraid, but for us to give us the urgency that it's better to fail now than to fail later. Because the sooner we fail, the quicker we learn and the wiser we become. It's totally okay to fail and to be wrong and sure of your decision. Never be afraid to be wrong, to get rejected, to be embarrassed. Trust your knowledge. Trust yourself for what you already know. Never be afraid to try again. Never be afraid to mess things up. Never be afraid to ask for a date. Never be afraid to put yourself out there again after failure and after rejection. What I recently discovered about myself is that when I went to a dance class, what I realized was that I don't need to know all the right move. The most important thing is to just act confidently, even if it is a wrong move. It doesn't really matter. As long as I act confidently, the result will take care of itself. Most of the time, a woman would rather you are wrong but act confidently than ask her what to do and what she wants. That's what I discovered when I go to dance class. I don't need to know all the right move. All I need to know is just some basic steps. That I trust myself for what I already know and act confidently, even if the dance that I just make may not be the right move. But it doesn't really matter. What's really matter is I act confidently and that I'm not afraid of being wrong. I'm not afraid of being embarrassed. If you see a beautiful woman cross the room, go ahead and start a conversation. Stop thinking too much. Stop overthinking. Get to the point. Ask her out. She either say yes or no. And that's it. You don't care either way. What you really care is that you see what you want and you go after what you want confidently. No need to be afraid of. You are expected to fail. You are expected to be wrong. You are expected to be embarrassed. The key is not to be afraid of those negative emotions. You go after what you want. You fail fast and you learn fast. The sooner you fail, the better it is. You want to start that side hustle, but you tell yourself that you want to wait for all the right information. You want to wait until the right time, until you know better. Stop it. Stop overthinking. You know some basic information, then just start it. You don't need to wait. Remember, the key is to fail fast and fail confidently. And that's the beauty of it. You will figure the next pieces as you go. You don't need to figure everything out. Stop overthinking. Don't be afraid to be wrong. Start that side hustle, fail and learn and keep going. The point is we will never know everything. We will never be ready for everything. The traditional belief is that we need to know a lot and know every piece of information in order to be confident. But it's not necessarily be the case. The more action you take, the sooner you will become more confident and wiser. So don't wait. Stop being afraid of failure. Stop being afraid of being wrong. And oddly enough, The more you are afraid of making mistakes or being wrong, the higher a chance you will make one. If you are afraid that she will say no, then oddly enough, she will say no. But if you don't care and detach from whatever outcome that happens, a good probability that she will say yes. It's the same thing when you're asking for a raise. If you are afraid that your boss will say no, somehow you most likely will receive a no answer. But if you don't really care whatever outcome will happen and you detach yourself from an outcome, you will most likely receive a raise. Never be afraid doesn't mean that you will always get what you want. But it puts you in a better mood and mentality despite whatever outcome you will get. And that's what you want. You want to focus on acting confidently. You don't care whatever outcome will happen. Let the nature take care of the outcome. You only need to focus on your attitude. Focus on what you want and go after what you want. When you are not afraid of being wrong, it shows that you don't take life too seriously. You are here not only to pursue your dreams, your mission. You are determined to go until the end. But you also here to enjoy life. So when we are not afraid of being wrong, when we are not afraid of failing, we also communicate with life that we don't take it so seriously. And life's supposed to be enjoyed. And funny enough, when we don't take life so serious, good things will come to us. Good things will come into your life. So it is better to fail confidently than to live too carefully. Something to think about it. Stop overthinking. Stop afraid of making mistakes. Stop waiting for all the right information to start. Make decisions confidently. Ask for what you want confidently. The end goal is to feel confident about your decision and focus on learning and improving ourselves. Remember, we are all students in this life. And as a student, you are expected to make mistakes, to fail, to stand up again and to learn. You really have nothing to lose. So go out there, fail quick and fail fast. Make as many mistakes as possible. Never be afraid to be wrong. You have nothing to lose and a huge deal to gain. So live fearlessly. I hope you enjoy this episode. I just want to say thank you for choosing my podcast. Appreciate your review, and until next time, never stop believing yourself.